Greetings, loved ones, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another deep clean with me. I'm going to be spring cleaning my house today, but I'm also going to be combining this clean with me with a lessons learned video. And my lessons learned videos are videos that I do on my channel annually. I think I've been doing them since like my 20th birthday, but I'm turning 25, and so I wanted to do a deep clean of my house, but also while I'm going through it, I'm going to be sharing 25 lessons that I learned at 25. And I figured, why not just combine them together, because I needed to clean my house anyways. It's been just sitting for a while in this level of filth. It's not horrible at all, but it is messy and it does need to be dusted, and I want to go into all of the crevices and organize places that haven't been organized or sought to in a while, because it's spring, baby. Today I'm literally filming this on the first day of spring, but today it is rainy as hell outside and it is so gloomy, and I'm inside and I'm like, all right, I gotta get my stuff done. Let's get the stuff done. So without further ado, let's get the heck on into this video. But before I start sharing my lessons with you, or I start cleaning or anything, I need to show you the current state of my house. All right, so here are the floors when you come in. Obviously you can see it's raining outside because it's a little bit wet and muddy right here. We have some shoes that need to be relocated to different locations of the home. We need to do a lot of vacuuming around here, but I do want to wipe down all of the surfaces. The dog's toy basket is also up there next to the TV because we just watched my friend's dog Walter, and he was destroying all of Rue's toys that she loves so dearly, so I moved it up there. And then I need to consolidate all these cords and gaming things around the Switch and PS5. I need to kind of tidy up around here as well and water all of my plants, but that could be for another day. They're not going to die ASAP, you know, but they are looking a little wilty. Over here is an accumulation of my wisdom teeth removal aftermath, and then also this is Finley's stuff. I think it's time to put away the space heaters, so we need to do that. I need to hang back up Finley's guitar. I want to organize back here as well because this is just a fucking mass of cords and just a bunch of crazy stuff. Over here, I really am not schmirking right now because of my wisdom teeth surgery. So I just need to like get rid of all of this stuff and move it to its designated location, because normally I stream here. So I'll have like my daily driver right here, which was my beaker from MJ Arsenal. Love their work, but I'm just not really using any of this stuff right now. So I need to like clear all of that kind of sweetie stuff out. Also a lot of this clutter. This is like a planner for Finley. We have like other to-do lists and other shit around here. And then over here, we have a layer of ash around the fireplace. And then back here is all of these books that we're gonna put on our new bookshelf whenever we build it. I'm not really worrying about that right now, but what I am worrying about is this mass of spider webs. And this is like a protector for our windows. It's like a sheet of plastic that we put on for keeping in the heat and not letting it escape, but we've removed it from like all of our other windows. So I might remove it from this one because it's split right here. I don't know how. I think like a book fell into it in the corner. Who knows? But there's like spider webs all down here, and this really needs to be dusted, and this all needs to be sorted. So that's why I kind of said I need to work my way back there today. This is okay around here. I already kind of told you what I need to do, but obviously vacuuming, all that kind of good stuff. In the guest room, this is just a real clusterfuck of a room, as I've been telling you guys. But over here, so I did put this here after my last cleaning video, actually, which used to be in our living room, but I like it a lot better here because it holds all of the linens for the guest room. But speaking of the guest room bed, right now I have covered it in my sticker collection because I'm trying to figure out like which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to get rid of. And I was scrapbooking and using all of these, so they're all like out. And then all of this is still here. This frame, I need to put art in. I don't know why this planter's here. It's from one of Finley's cacti, but this area back here is gonna have this shelf leaned up against this wall, but we just have all of our small business inventory down there right now, and I haven't organized it onto here, so that's a nightmare, but it's fine. Over here is some of my like bridesmaid gift stuff and my Desk is reasonably organized. It's just kind of cluttered, and I keep getting comments being like, your desk needs a shelf because there's literally no workspace anymore. But this is my workspace, okay? And I'm fine with that. I just need to make it look a little bit more presentable. The toilet is disgusting. It needs to be cleaned. These pieces around this sink are Finley's job to clean, not mine. So I've left them there for him, but he's not home right now. That is not my job. In our guest room shower, I actually deep cleaned that pretty recently, so I don't know if I'll need to get to that today, but I do need to get to the absolute monstrosity of our kitchen, dining room nook. I didn't finish my cream cheese and salmon bagel. I got sick of eating it, so I just left it there. Might feed it to the pigs. But this all needs to be sorted. I have some lovely flowers for my sister up there, but I need to like get some stuff off of here. This is a gift for a friend for her birthday. The recycling needs to be sought to. There's a lot of crap in the kitchen. I have to do the dishes. In our mudroom, it's pretty much, you know, same old with the mud on the ground. It's always kind of like that, but I might try to reorganize a little bit up there. Everywhere, including the stairs, needs to be vacuumed. This is a project for another day. I need to either order new pods for my indoor garden or move this into storage for the time being, because when we went out of town for the holidays, everything died because it ran out of water, and I forgot to tell my house sitter to tend to it, so I haven't replaced that yet. The bedroom, it's not that bad, but it is covered in clothes right now. I was doing laundry over the weekend, but I didn't finish the laundry, and I'm still doing loads of it today. And then the 2 boxes that are out over there are for listing on Depop. And then in here, I just need to tidy the bathroom as per usual. Clean out the hair catcher, clean the toilet because it's gross, and tidy up my little area, okay? So that's pretty much it. It was a long overview for you today, so let's get into our little cleaning process. Let's start with the living room, All right, y'all, if you guys have seen one of my cleaning videos before, you kind of know the gist of how this goes. I basically just pick a room, I move the camera around to different parts of the room, and I focus on like a section at a time. So I'm gonna be focusing at the front door section for right now, and then kind of working my way around, helping all the clutter get decluttered, okay? So let's start by moving some of these shoes to the mudroom where they belong. All right, let's get it started in here and running. I'm not gonna be listening to any music while I'm doing this right now. I'm just gonna vacuum a little small patch, okay? Then we'll do some more scrubbing. Something new I'm going to be doing today is shaking out all carpets that are, you know, pick-upable to be shook out outside, because it's been a while. All right, now I'm gonna be sitting down here scrubbing away with my wood cleaner and this little, it's basically like a reusable Swiffer pad, but I don't have a Swiffer wet jet anymore, and I just use this as a rag. But I do have a wood cleaner now because my sister gave me a bunch of like sustainable cleaning products for Christmas that you can just like put in refillable jars. So I am going to be using all those today, and I'll tell you which ones I'm using as I'm using them. And while I'm dubbing away down here, getting rid of all of this mud, I'm gonna read you the first lesson. I've written them all down in my trusty journal, as I do most years. And number 1 is stop talking about it and just do it. So for this first lesson, my original explanation, if you can see my mouth moving while I'm, you know, cleaning the floor, but you can't actually, you know, make out what I'm saying, it's because I didn't really like what I said originally. So I'm just gonna fast forward it and insert this in. But basically what I mean by this lesson is that for me personally, like I get so excited about ideas and having creative ideas and wanting to share them with people. And I just feel like I get so excited, and I like tell all of these people about what I'm doing, and then it takes like obviously more time to do them than like, you know, next day we're moving, or next day we're launching the business, or relaunching my podcast for Patreon or whatever. Like I don't actually have all of the time in the world to dedicate to those things right now, but I do love thinking about the idea of doing them, but that doesn't mean that I'm actually doing them. You know what I mean? So it's like, stop telling everybody that you're gonna do it and just do it. And I know that might sound a little bit harsh, and I'm sure some some of you do care about the process and the in-between, but you don't actually know that that's real or true or happening until it is literally uploaded or available for you to buy or listen to or watch or whatever. You know what I mean? So for me this year, I'm really focusing on, like, you know, like Lil Wayne said, moving in silence like lasagna, and then just putting out the thing when it's ready and I actually have time to do it. I'm literally planning one of the biggest life events of my life to date. You know what I mean? Like, my wedding is the biggest party that I've ever had. So it's like, why not just pour all of your love and all of your heart into this one thing, finish that, and then reconvene and be like, okay, what do I have a little bit more time and energy for next? Rather than like piling more on top of that and trying to meet some kind of an imaginary deadline that literally nobody has enforced on me except for me, because I told you guys that I was gonna do it by a specific time. But it's like, girl, just do it whenever you're gonna do it and let us know when it's up. And yeah, so that's my explanation, and thank you for being patient on all of the things across all fronts, because things take time. And even though I'm excited about an idea, doesn't mean that it's like currently being worked on really until I have time to work on them. Okay, I'm done blabbering. Okay, while I clean with the glass and mirrors cleaner, I'm going to say lesson number 2, which is rest does not have to be earned, okay? You are allowed to rest and not have to feel like you need to like burn yourself out before you give yourself, you know, the rest that you actually deserve. And I've been trying to think about it like with exercise, how you don't work out every single day because it's not healthy for your body, because you need a rest day to be able to recover. So you should think about your work in the same way as that. Hey there. My next lesson is that processing does not have a timeline, okay? Whew. Getting all the dirt out of that one. You know, for instance, me at 18, something bad happened to me. I didn't realize that it was what it was until I was 24. Processing has no timeline. Healing has no timeline. All of this is kind of intertwined together, obviously, but I just thought it was such an interesting realization for me. Like, wow, I knew that that was kind of weird when it happened, but like, you know, later I kind of talked about it more in therapy, and who would have thought that it took 6 years to make that realization? Look at this. Look at me cleaning this window. I don't think I've ever cleaned this window. Who am I? Maybe I'll even do the outside too. Why not? When in Rome. A lot of dead bugs on the outside of this door. There's a lot of soil escaping the bottoms of these pots, although they do look super cute in the windowsill, and I love having them there. Rue, don't even sniff any of these cacti. You're gonna get a thorn in your nostrils. Lesson number 4 is reframe your have-tos to get-tos. For instance, I didn't have to clean the house today. I got to clean the house today. This is something that I get to do because I like cleaning. And I like doing this, and I like taking the time to make my space beautiful and, you know, turn it for the seasons. But it was really life-changing for me to reframe my to-do list to, oh, I get to do this stuff. Some of these things on this list aren't like my favorite, but I get to do them because I'm a capable person who, you know, has the time and the strength and energy to do them. So I don't know. I think that that's just been a really helpful way for me to reframe things this year, but it may not work for everybody, but it was like a lesson that I learned on a podcast that really stuck with me. So hope it helps you as well. Check your plant stands, people. The bottoms of them, I mean, seriously. There is cobwebs galore. Larry's scared of the vacuum cleaner, but I need to get underneath here, buddy. So I need to do a little relocation of him really quickly because I already cleaned over here and I need to deal with under here. Hi, Rue. Do you want to sit with Larry or you want to sit on the couch? I'm gonna put up all of the space heaters for now, but my dogs are obsessed with sitting by this, so we may just end up taking it back out for them. Lesson number 5 is you get to heal the wounds of your past by becoming new and breaking the cycle. And by this, I mean passed down family traumas, patterns that you don't want to pass down to your own friends or children or partners, or even mistakes that you've made in the past and you don't want to make them again. It's up to you to break that cycle, baby. So do it. Honestly, this all over here, my record collection and stuff, is like a whole situation because I'm out of room in both of my record collection holders. Like I can barely even move them around in here or take them in and out. And I have gotten new fun vinyl. Like I got the box set of Stardew Valley, I got Briston Maroney, Samia, and the new Pine Grove album. And all of my new vinyl I can't actually store, so I've just been like leaving it out here. But whenever I can, I want to build like a little, I don't know, storage table situation here, but that's not here yet. But while I'm sorting all of this out over here, let's read the next lesson, which is a quote, actually, that was one of my favorite quotes from, I believe, The Overstory by Richard Adams. Trees fall with spectacular crashes, but planting is silent and growth is invisible. And I just thought that that quote was a really nice reminder that although when we quote unquote fail or fall or, you know, have a setback or whatever, that feels like the biggest thing. It's like the huge crash in the forest, right? But I think that we forget that, you know, like the planting process, the starting over, the relearning, all of that is done in silence. All of that is done, you know, offline. All of it is done in therapy, or, you know, maybe you're kind of keeping some people in the loop with stuff like that. But for the most part, it's a very personal and, you know, to yourself experience. And I just think that those processes are so important to our self-worth and growth as individuals. And it may feel like the biggest thing right now that you did something or something happened in your life and it made this huge crash and disruption. But the replanting and the starting anew and the growth from there, it's all some of the best parts of the journey, even though nobody's like seeing that with you or like talking about it while it's happening. It's still happening and it's still real. This is why people get like cord organization systems or cord hiders, because they're so ugly. It's just so chaotic looking at all of this and being like, what does this even go to? But I know that we use all of the devices that are on this power strip, so I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way to replug them all back in. Hello and welcome to my carpet. I haven't done a carpet sprinkle on this rug in a while, and my dogs are, their minds are blown at how much room they have to play over here, but I'm gonna have to put them upstairs while I do the carpet sprinkle just so they're not getting their paws in the baking soda and cornstarch and all that kind of good stuff. But I'll put the recipe on the screen if you guys want to do a carpet sprinkle. It basically just makes your carpets smell really nice, and it's very easy to make with all of the stuff that you probably already have in your house. And you can add essential oils to it if you want to, or just do it to draw out scent and not put any more in. And yeah, man, so I'm gonna put my dogs upstairs and then I'm gonna do the old sprinkle, and then I'm gonna wait 20 minutes and vacuum it all up. My next lesson is not everything needs to be shared. And I mean this just really from like the online perspective. You don't need to share every single aspect of your life. And for me specifically, I don't need to share every person in my life or every moment or everything that I'm thinking or any of that kind of stuff. And me saying this doesn't mean that I don't like sharing anymore, you know, it's just that I have realized that there are boundaries that are necessary for me online, and whether it be certain relationships or certain people or certain moments or topics or whatever, it's okay to not cover freaking everything. And I just think it's a great realization, so wanted to pass it along to all of you. Lesson number 8 is asking for help is not weakness. It doesn't mean that you can't do the task. It means that you just might need a little bit of help doing the task. And this year, I am becoming way more comfortable with asking for help and not being so controlling about things. And if I want something to be a certain way, then sure, I can do it myself, or I can teach somebody how to do it the way that I think is the best way, or whatever, which I'm making fun of myself for even saying, because it's not like my way is the only way to do things. But I was kind of talking about this in my like wisdom teeth removal vlog, about how it's really hard for me to get help on things, especially like household chores and stuff, because I'm like, you know what, I'll just do it. I know how to scrub the bathtub the best. It's like, girl, have you taught anybody else how to scrub the bathtub? Because I'm sure that they could do it just, you know, how you want it, if you just told them how. And that goes for tasks outside of cleaning as well, you know, wedding tasks. I'm becoming way more hip to the idea of hiring people to help me with certain things, whether it's graphic design, work stuff, editing, cleaning, landscaping, that kind of stuff.
Tomorrow for sure.
Hello, it's the next day, and I'm wearing a different outfit, but the same bandana. Honestly, I feel like a bandana moment is perfect for cleaning, even though I'm just doing it because my hair is greasy and I'm showering later tonight, but not now because I'm gonna be sweaty just cleaning all day, and then I have Zumba later and whatever. Anyways, I wanted to share with you the next lesson that we have here while I clean up this area around the couch. I already put all the stuff back in a pleasing way back on the table in front of me, but I still have to clean off and organize the dresser slash TV stand behind you and this little side table next to me as well. So while I do that, let's talk about this. Lesson number 9, a little bit each day takes the stress away. When I say this, I mean for my to-do list. Personally, this is what works best for me, to categorize my to-do list from like wedding, Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, homestead slash, you know, inside chores, and then landscaping slash garden chores, and then do one thing on each list every day, or at least try to. And it's helpful that way for me too, so I don't get like hyper focused or burnt out on one specific thing. But you see, also at the same time, I have a bad habit of moving on and jumping on to another task without finishing the other one that I was just working on. So I'm working on that right now. It's like doing the healthy balance of, you know, putting my hand in a couple of different baskets, but finishing a task first so that I don't just move on to something else and forget about the one thing. It's balance, baby. That's showbiz, baby. In this drawer right here, I really have to just like go through it and even decide what's in here, because I've just been making this a junk drawer for so long and it's just not cute. It's not cute. I have lots of old glasses cases, candle tops, a little photo printer that hooks up to my phone, bookmarks galore. It's like, what do I even do with this stuff? Where's the home? That's what I want to know. So I'm gonna go through this, and while I do, I'm gonna share lesson number 10, which is exercise should feel like joyful movement. And I learned that phrase actually from Carrie Dayton here on YouTube. She was just talking about how like exercise shouldn't feel like a chore, and it should feel joyful and like you're having fun. And you should take exercise classes and do certain exercises that make you feel that way, you know what I mean? And so that's why I'm like obsessed with Zumba right now and playing Just Dance, and, you know, doing my little HIIT workouts with Mad Fit, or, you know, doing her dance workouts. And obviously just find whatever works for you, but that's what works for me. And I've been really enjoying doing those things recently because, you know, it's just nice to move and feel like your body is, you know, being exercised and worked out, but also you're like, I actually like this. That's nice. Look at this drawer now. Incredible. Only the essentials. Also, I finished this needlepoint like months ago, literally in January, and I don't know what to put it on. Like, should I put it on a stocking for Christmas, a jean jacket, the back of one or something? I don't know. A pillow? I just can't decide. So I'm just keeping it here until I decide.
2 hours later.
Hello folks, I just had a 2-hour-long phone call for my wedding, and with my planner and everything, and now I'm just organizing this whole work area mess. But I need to clear everything off and then put everything back on that we actually use and will need up here. This is a big moment for us, going through our crap cables. Best Buy's gonna get the loot, boys. Give me the loot. These dresser drawers are so freaking empty now. It was basically just like a graveyard for our old cords. So I'm feeling good about how it is now. And I'm also feeling good about lesson number 11, which is impatience is a sign of hurrying, and hurrying is a sign of worrying, which is just a little bit of a snippet from a note from the universe that I got to my email, which is like an email service you can sign up for. And this one just really resonated with me for specifically like the wedding and getting tasks done for all of that. Like being impatient about fulfilling tasks is just a sign that I'm worrying about it, and I don't need to worry about it. I just need to rely on people to, now that we've like secured them with contracts and stuff like that, we just need them to perform on the day, and I don't need to stress out about anything because they will hold up their end of the bargain, I will hold up mine, and all good things come in due time. Am I right? There is no task in my house that I'm dreading more than this. So many dishes. We're completely out of bowls, completely out of spoons. It's tragic. We need to do them. So without further ado, I'm going to do the dishes right now.
Tomorrow.
Hello. It's day 3 of cleaning today, and I'm in my Weenie Mama shirt and sweatpants and no bra. This is my real deal look. But today I'm going to be dusting, cleaning the kitchen nook, cleaning the rest of the kitchen, going upstairs and finishing all the laundry, and I'm also gonna clean the bathrooms. But I decided that I am just saving the guest room for a full makeover, and that it needs too much work that it could be fulfilled in an entire video, and I don't wanna do that in just one day. So I'm just gonna try to finish off all of the tasks that are more pressing. Anyways, let's get to dusting.
You should bring a skateboard in here.
Yeah, or rollerblades. That would be awesome. Don't tickle me. This is freaking shredding on the wood. The fluff on this is backfiring. It does capture the dust pretty well, but it's like leaking threads everywhere and it's pissing me off. Now I have to get a friggin' stepladder to go up into the crevices and rip down all the threads that it's shedding everywhere. It's dramatic. Okay, I'm backlit, but this is important, okay? These 2 windows are now the only ones with plastic on them. So I'm just gonna rip the plastic off of both of these windows in here and hope for the best, because I don't wanna peel off the paint on the framing, but I do wanna take all this gross shit off. Wow, it's literally like a new window. Oh my God, this is crazy. I should probably clear off the windowsill first. Oh, fuck. See, this is what I mean. God fucking damn it. Well, I guess it was once blue paint underneath these windowsills because I have accidentally exposed that. Oops. Gonna need some touch-ups. Good thing we have paint in the basement. This is crazy though, I can't believe how good this looks. I wasn't expecting this tape to peel off the paint though, I'll be honest. This looks a lot better, but I accidentally stripped off a lot of that paint there, so fuck. Hey, backlit me again. I'm gonna wait for Finley to come home from running errands to paint, because I guess I have to paint now, but that's okay, it's my mistake. But in the meantime, I'm gonna kind of deal with the clutter in here and make it look a little bit more presentable in this center area. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna listen to Macadelic, because today is March 23rd and it is the 10-year anniversary of the mixtape, which is crazy.
Lesson number 12 is anyone who makes you feel small does not deserve access to you. And this might sound like a cliche or a repeated lesson of being like, cut out the toxic people in your life. But specifically, I wrote this down because of the people who make you feel small part of this. And you just don't deserve anybody who doesn't allow you to be your fullest self in your life. Like, that is just not what you need from friends or family or loved ones or anything. So just take your talents elsewhere.
I don't want to put too much on the windowsills and around there if we're just gonna paint there. So I'm just leaving it for now. I moved a toadstool in here because this corner has been really boring ever since I moved my dead philodendron that was gigantic and lovely and amazing, Phil. He died over Christmas break. It was horrible. We were out of town for so long and he just couldn't survive. But it's okay because now we have the mushroom toadstool there. Maybe I'll get another big houseplant to take up that large amount of space again. But for right now, it's kind of a placeholder there because we don't really use that one anyways. And I just did a big old vacuum under here and I'm gonna lay back down this rug. I love this rug so much. It's a gift from Finley's mom from Morocco for us. But it has these little like long loop-de-loops so you can hang it on a wall or something, and they always just like get caught on my vacuum cleaner, so I'm cutting them off officially today. So there we go, they're gone. Been wanting to do that for forever. You know when you just like something annoys you for so long and you literally do nothing about it, and then finally you're like, wow, I'm at my wit's end, and today we're getting rid of it. That's me right now with this rug maintenance.
Lesson 13 is reassessment is vital in every relationship. Like, is this person still serving me? Is this behavior still working for us? Do we still want this one thing that we both wanted a year ago? Do we want to set new boundaries now for things in the future? And it's also really important for me to not just hold this to romantic relationships, but also for just family relationships, friendships, everything like that, and think about how can I be a better person in this specific relationship, no matter if it's romantic or not.
Okay, Finley brought me an old can of paint. I'm gonna try my best. Let's see if it's matching. It says that it's like for interior, so we were both like, this is probably it. Yeah, it's perfect. This is totally the one. Oh, the blooming plum tree behind me. It looks amazing.
Lesson 14 is nothing changes if nothing changes, which is basically just a shorter way of saying that you shouldn't complain about things that you are not actively working to try and improve on.
I just painted this whole window. I still have to paint that whole window, but I need to clean around this whole area before I do that and like dust it so that the dust doesn't get in the windowsill, paint, and everything. It'll look so much better when we power wash the outside though.
Lesson 15 is time is money. And I don't want this to come across as a shallow lesson because I'm really just thinking about this in a business sense. But I truly feel like if I paid somebody to do what I'm doing in this video, like I could be making more money than what I initially invested in the service. This video took me 3 days to film because I was cleaning for 3 days straight. Like imagine if I had just hired somebody and paid like a one-time fee and then I instead filmed 3 videos in these 3 days. That in turn would make me more money than the initial investment. So that's been a very stark realization for me.
Do you think that the shelf that we made will bear my weight?
Yeah.
I'm gonna paint this now, but I'm gonna turn off the camera. Okay, I have to stream in like a half hour, so I'm not rushing, but I'm power cleaning, you know? There's a difference. But I really just have to do like all the counters, appliances, minus the stove, because this is the bane of my existence, as well as the fridge. I do want to do like a declutter of my fridge because it's deranged, but I'm not going to clean inside of it today. I'm going to clean outside of it. Okay, good plan.
Lesson 16 is also kind of a financial lesson, but pay people for jobs even if they are your friends or family. You should not expect favors from talented people in your life and to get everything for free just because you know them personally. And honestly, it's an honor to pay them because you're like, yes, you are so talented at this. You deserve financial compensation. You deserve for people to value your work.
2 hours later.
Okay, let's get it started in here. I don't have enough memory on my camera and my laptop is getting really full, so this is it before and I'll show you it after. Voila, I have done all the laundry.
Lesson 17 is a helpful communication tip that has helped me in delivering advice to people, and it is being mindful of the word choice and not using "you should do this," but but instead reframing it to, in my experience, it's been helpful to do X, Y, and Z.
And I need to bring some other various things down and fix the tragedy that is our bed. But other than that, things are pretty good up here. Just needs a good vacuum. I also put away all of the clothes. This is clothing recycling. Those are going on Depop. This stuff is going on Depop. Same with that. So that's all staying out there. That's for our wedding, so it's just staying there. But I hung up all my clothes. Woo! Incredible. Okay, I'm gonna insert in here lessons 18 through 24 because I didn't have enough muted clips in the video to voice over the lessons on top of them. So I'm gonna just insert this in. I know the structure of this video is a little bit chaotic and I hope you still enjoy it, but you know, there's just a lot going on. I really wanted to do a lot in this video and share a lot as well. So I talk too much. Anyways, lesson 18 is just because it's on your mind doesn't mean it's on someone else's. And this could apply to tasks that you have to do around the home with roommates or whoever you live with. Or it could apply to stuff that, you know, appearance-wise, you're worrying about, but literally nobody else sees. For example, if I started a video and I was like, and don't mind this zit on my cheek. It's like, well, nobody else was really thinking about it until you pointed it out. Or if you're interpreting this in the like task sense or chore sense, it's kind of like, just because you're worrying about doing the dishes doesn't mean that somebody else is worrying about doing the dishes. So maybe just do them or talk to the other person being like, hey, can you do them? Rather than just assuming that they know to do them. Lessons 19 and 20 are both from this book that I just finished reading that was one of my favorite books of the year, Wild by Cheryl Strayed. And there's a passage on page 143 that really resonated with me, and she says, "Perhaps being amidst the undesecrated beauty of the wilderness meant I too could be undesecrated, regardless of what I'd lost or what had been taken from me, regardless of the regrettable things I'd done to others or myself, or the regrettable things that had been done to me. Of all the things I'd been skeptical about, I didn't feel skeptical about this. The wilderness had a clarity that included me." And I just thought that that was a really lovely reminder that like the wilderness is not judging you. Nature is where you return to your most, you know, primal form. Like when you go outside, you don't go outside with all of the, you know, weight of what you've been carrying in the world. The trees do not care about what you look like that day or what you did yesterday or anything like that. And I just thought that that was a really nicely worded reminder that yeah, nature doesn't care. And then on page 189 she has another quote that says, "In spite of all of the things that I'd done wrong in getting myself here, I'd done right." And I just thought that that was a really great reminder that no matter what your journey looked like in getting you to where you are today, you just staying alive, honestly, and staying here and working through everything and growing and talking and, you know, just having really great conversations to reflect on things, like that whole process is what you did right. And even if you watching this video have done wrong in the past or literally did something wrong today when you're watching this, all of those experiences made you do right because you are still here and you're still learning and growing as a person. And I just thought that that was a great lesson. So thanks, Cheryl Strayed. Love a good quote from a book in these lessons learned videos. Lesson 21 is, it is my job to voice and fulfill my needs, and anyone else doing so is just icing on the cake. This is just something that I've been working on in therapy recently of like, you know, I value self-sufficiency so much and I do love to meet my own needs and know what I need moment to moment. But if I need something from somebody else, I need to say that because I cannot just expect that to happen, no matter if they are my romantic partner, my family member, somebody that works with me. Nobody intuitively knows what's going on up here unless you tell them what's going on up here, okay? Lesson number 22 is speak your boundaries no matter who you're speaking to. Because in this past year, multiple times in family relationships, work relationships, etc., I have been like, you know what? I'm not gonna speak my boundaries because I don't really know if they're gonna honor them, so let's just like leave it and, you know, I'll deal with the repercussions later. But it's like, if you have boundaries, no matter who that person that is receiving them is, you need to still say them because those boundaries are actually for you. It doesn't matter what somebody else thinks about the boundaries that you're setting. It's just to serve you. And you should never feel scared to voice what matters most to you, no matter who the other person is. If they're older than you, younger than you, work for you or with you, you know, you need to just be able to speak your mind no matter who to. And that's something that I've really been working on this past year. Lesson 23 is turn off all notifications. Yes. All notifications. I actually still have my messages on, so if you text me, I see it, but for any social media, I do not have push notifications turned on because I do not need another reminder to go on Instagram or go on Twitter. Like, I can do that in my own time and check messages and check notifications accordingly, but I do not need my phone to light up multiple times a day with just like, hey, blah, 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 liked your photo. I can go and look at that at a specific time that I am allotting specifically for Instagram, and this has significantly helped in decreasing my screen time and is a tip that I tell a lot of people and I need to tell you as well. And lesson 24 is it is okay to change your mind. And I guess this lesson kind of relates to my earlier lesson of reassessment in each relationship, but also just reassess in your life, you know? Like, is this something that I still want? Is this still a career goal for me? Looking at your dream board, if that's something that you do at the beginning of each year and being like, is this even like what I really want? And you are allowed to change your mind throughout the rest of your life, you know? And you shouldn't be like, oh, just because I said that means that I can never ever back down on it. And this is a good reminder for me as well, because like I said, with one of the first lessons in this video is like, I say a lot of things, you know, and I may change my mind, and that is okay. It is okay to be like, I actually really don't want to do that anymore. No matter if it's your career path, relationship choices, friends, whatever, you are allowed to change your mind and be like, don't want that anymore. Sorry. LOL.
Okay guys, it's almost 12 a.m. and I'm leaving my birthday table items down here to wake up to in the morning. And I'm gonna give you a tour of everything that I did today, from painting windows and ripping off the plastic film to shaking out the rugs. I had Finn take out the trash and the recycling. We keep our glass recycling under there, but I don't take it out unless it's full. And I cleaned up here. All of the surfaces have been scrubbed. I need to figure out a better way to store my gourds. So if you guys have any good storage tips, please let me know. Up here, this is actually a gift from Finley's grandma for our wedding. It was like an early gift. So I put it up there just because I thought the silver looked nice. The things you didn't see me do were vacuuming the floor in the mudroom. I never mop in here because it just gets so muddy anyways that I'm like, well, what the hell ever. But I did organize a little bit of stuff up there and move the coats around. I sorted back here some stuff, just making a little space with the dish rack and everything, pushing things back. I vacuumed the full length of this rug. This looks so clean. Cleaned the appliances. In here, I already showed you. All of this was scrub-a-dub-dubbed. Everything has been folded, sorted, ready to go. Sorted this whole area. One new addition is we added our dachshund bookends, because we normally just stack them like on, you know, their backs, but instead we stood them up and put the bookends, and I just think they look really cute. Good night, Rue. I'll be up in a second. I watered all of my houseplants, vacuumed the whole staircase off camera as well. This has all been dusted. This has all been sorted. I also resorted up here to put our little prince and princess mice on top of our, you know, books that have our initials on them. So that's super cute, and dusted all up there, even up to the carrot man, all up there. All up there. I did dust around here, but I'm leaving these for right now. And this is literally just Power Strip City for all of our streaming and work stuff, but whatever. And then this is literally a whole separate video. Like I said earlier, I didn't want to get into this just because it seemed like a very daunting task, and I'm honestly procrastinating it. But my desk looks really cute, and that's really all that matters. I put that little stationery box there. I also scrubbed the toilets downstairs and upstairs and kind of sorted in here as well. Hey!
Yay! And I vacuumed all the floors. But yeah, we have no guests coming, so I don't need the guest room to be super presentable. The stairs are cleaned and it looks so nice. This I'm going to deal with when I repot all of my houseplants. And then our bedroom still has obviously some boxes and things to sort, but I vacuumed all of the carpet. Do you need a little help going to bed? She convinces herself that she can't jump up on the bed anymore.
Well, come on and join us.
I vacuumed the whole upstairs, sorted all of my little squishies, trimmed some dead leaves that were on my monstera, but she needs to be repotted. She's literally like pouring out of the pot. And I watered all the plants. The laundry has all been sorted into its baskets. I washed all the floors in here, cleaned the sink, cleaned the mirror, hey, and the tub. We have a drippy faucet and it's pissing me off. Toilet, cleaned. Everything up here, clean, clean, clean. And I'm just feeling satisfied as hell that I finished all of this before my 25th birthday. It's just in a few minutes. It's about to be 12 a.m. Okay, folks, coming to you live from the floor. Well, not live. It'll be a couple of days before this one goes up. I have been cleaning for literally 3 days straight. Not like 24/7 cleaning, but at least spending the bulk of each day cleaning. And I really didn't think that this would take that long, but spring cleaning always takes way longer than expected, and especially, sorry, my heater just kicked on, but especially with the task that we had come up today with the windows and the paint chipping and everything, we did not anticipate that, but we just had to do it, you know? So my last lesson, number 25, is if it needs to be done, just do it. Just do it. Don't procrastinate it. I'm going to be taking that advice for the office soon, but honestly, this last lesson can apply to so many things. I seriously feel like in the past, 4 years that we've been living in Oregon, we have both taught ourselves to do so much just because it needed to be done or we wanted to do it. Like everything from gardening and landscaping and everything that falls under the umbrella of taking care of a homestead, whether it's in or outside, I just feel like I wasn't really taught how to do certain things when I was younger. This is no tea, no shade to my parents, you know what I mean? But I just feel like we both have come so far with everything that we have under our belts, our skill sets. And overall, I'm just freaking proud of us, and I'm proud of this video, and I'm proud of everything that I've done, in these past 25 years of life. And I know I'm really going into depth on this last lesson, but I guess in summary, if you need to do something, just do it. And you can teach yourself how to do it. You don't need permission from anybody to do it. Just freaking go ahead and do it, okay? And on that motivating note, I'm gonna end off this video. It's been so long and I don't even know when I'm gonna start editing this because I don't wanna edit on my birthday. So this will probably go up in the days after my birthday. And my best birthday gift to myself was deep cleaning my house for 3 days straight, because this has been on my mind and my to-do list for a very long time. And cleaning seriously just puts me in the most motivated and best mood. I know right now I'm pretty tired because it's almost 12 a.m. But yeah, I just feel really good about things, and I wanted to do this just, as a little gift to myself. So I hope that you enjoyed it and it was a gift to you as well, with all of the lessons and all of the cleaning motivation. I hope it helped you in some way. Comment down below your favorite lesson in this video, if you had one. I love you so much. Thank you for watching me for so long. This is literally my 10th year on YouTube and I'm just feeling emotional. And this outro is getting very long, but just know that I love you and I can't wait to talk to you very, very soon in my next video, okay? When I'm not on here, you can find me on Twitch or on Patreon, where I live stream and I upload more content and all that good stuff. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, stay smiling. Bye, y'all.